Cozumel, June 6, 2023. The island of Cozumel was the venue to announce the projects that benefited from the call launched by Mar Positive Invest, the initiative that in its first generation chose 8 companies and projects from the Mesoamerican Reef region to promote their ventures or grow their existing projects, and whose main characteristic is that they contribute in an innovative way to the protection, conservation, and restoration of the Mesoamerican Reef, SAM, ecosystems and dependent communities. The acceleration program is sponsored by the Mesoamerican Reef Fund, MAR Fund, together with other organizations such as the Global Fund for Coral Reefs, the Mexican Fund for the Conservation of Nature, Surist Sustainable, Healthy Reefs for Healthy People, New Ventures, Viwala, among others. Representatives of 6 of the 8 ventures were present at the event, who briefly explained the nature of their projects. Graciela Suarez, director of Mar Positive Invest's New Ventures, commented to Cozumel for you.
We have a couple of projects in the area of sustainable tourism, management and monitoring of water quality, management of protected natural areas, scientific education, and sargassum management. It is an alliance that will last 8 years. We are now in the first year, and the idea is to be able to find more innovative projects with a business model that they can apply, and also create sustainable financing mechanisms for blue economy solutions that are benefiting the Mesoamerican coral reef.
The chosen projects were Thalasso, company that develops autonomous and remotely operated boats to collect sargassum, transform algae into products for industrial use, algae removal to help reef health and mitigate risks. Natur, sustainable tourism platform. Connect travelers with local communities, directors of protected natural areas and managers of sustainable destinations. The Chi Lam Group, ecotourism company that manages adventure travel and hospitality businesses in multiple ANPs with a strong focus on sustainable practices. Bioplaster. It removes sargassum from the ocean and uses it as raw material to create advanced materials as a biodegradable alternative to single-use plastics. Marine Fabric, co-manager of the Tila Marine Wildlife Refuge, where income-generating activities such as an aquarium, a restaurant, and diving tours operate, as well as workshops to promote sustainable fishing and tourism practices. Sartneya Alliance for Conservation and Development, NGO and co-manager of the sanctuary of Villa Silvestra in the Bay of Corozal. It establishes and manages ANPs, promotes sustainable practices, coral reef monitoring, as well as ecotourism expeditions. Aquasmic, company that uses satellite images to assess water quality with emphasis on monitoring biological components of aquaculture waste. They support the development of warning systems to take proactive measures on the reef. Tobacco Cay Marine Station. It is a research and study center at the Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary. They generate scientific knowledge to inform conservation strategies in the protection of coral reefs. These 8 companies and ventures receive support in various areas such as personalized training, indicator development, linkage, strategic alliances, and the possibility of accessing financial solutions tailored to each one of them. Yabanex Batista, Deputy Director of the Global Fund for Coral Reefs, told us about the importance of this initiative.
La respuesta es muy sencilla, realmente sin las comunidades locales.
Really, without the local communities and without the local projects, we are not going to achieve the change that we need to have in the way of conserving our ecosystems. Communities are essential to achieving this change. It is the local communities in this region, many times the indigenous communities, who really have the tools, the wisdom. That is what we need to conserve this ecosystem that for so many years, for so many centuries, have provided essential ecosystem services for us as human race, and thus be able to continue surviving on this planet.
Sobreviviendo en este planeta. No es solo una cuestión de retribución.
It's not just a question of retribution. It's a question that if we want to survive as a human species and we want to continue with the lifestyles that we lead today, we have to understand that we depend on biodiversity, that we depend on natural resources in every way, and that this region, obviously, has a very large dependence on marine resources. For issues of food security, the economy, the marine resources here are the engine of the economy of the Riviera Maya.
Los recursos marinos aquí son el motor de la economía de la Riviera Maya.
There were more than 80 projects and companies that were registered and applied for this first generation, and it is expected that over the next 8 years, 5 additional calls will be opened so that they can be added during the projected work horizon of this initiative. Representatives of various organizations on the island were also present at the event, who had the opportunity to exchange ideas with the entrepreneurs and learn a little more about their projects. If you would like to know more about this initiative and the work that has been done, and that will be carried out with these ventures, you can consult their social networks or their More Positive Invest website.